shepherds living in the fields nearby, keeping watch over the flocks at night. The first people to hear about Jesus' birth weren't kings, priests, or the religious elite. They were shepherds, poor, humble laborers working on the outskirts of society. Shepherds were essential to daily life in Israel, tending the flocks that would provide food, wool, and even sacrificial offerings. Yet, they were viewed as unclean due to their work and lived on the margins both physically and socially. It is no coincidence that the shepherds were the first to hear the good news of Jesus' birth. Shepherds had a rich connection in Israel's story. King David, Israel's greatest king, and the one to whom God promised an everlasting throne, was a shepherd from Bethlehem. In revealing this world-changing news to the shepherds, God reminded his people that he often worked through the overlooked and ordinary. The angel's announcement was extraordinary. Do not be afraid, I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all people. Today in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. This was no ordinary child. This was the fulfillment of promises made centuries before, a Savior who would bring peace and redemption to the world. And the first people entrusted with this message were those considered unimportant by society. The shepherds hurried to Bethlehem, found Mary and Joseph, and saw the baby lying in a manger, just as the angel had said. Their response was immediate and filled with faith. They didn't stop there. After seeing Jesus, they spread the word about what had been told them, glorifying and praising God as they went. The shepherd's story reminds us that the good news is for everyone, especially the humble and lowly. It challenges us to respond with the same faith and readiness. God didn't announce his son's birth in palaces, but to ordinary people in the fields. Just as the shepherds joyfully received and shared the message, we too are called to receive the gift of Jesus and proclaim his hope to the world. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas, and remember, keep Christ in Christmas. Remember, he's the reason for the season. Merry Christmas.